Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UMWEagles.com/live for today's softball doubleheader between the visiting Christopher Newport University Captains and your Mary Washington Eagles. Captains coming into the contest at 26-6 overall, 7-1 in Capital Athletic Conference play, and they're number 14 in the nation in the newest rankings. And the Eagles are 11-8 and 4-2 in conference play, as they are coming off of a pair of losses here at home against Frostburg State on Saturday. Hannah Otterman in the circle for game one. She'll be throwing to Olivia Tatara behind the plate. Emily Briggs will be at first. Brittany Seitz over at third. Zoe Patrick at second, and Barit Chitty rounding out the infield at short. Hannah Williams, the senior, will be in center with Asalanis out in right and left rather, and Kate Chisholm out in right. As we're just about set to get underway. Season coming to a close rather quickly as the Eagles have only 3 more doubleheaders scheduled, 2 more conference matchups, both on the road, and the final against Shenandoah here at home on the 15th. Leading off the captains, number 4, Candace Zollers. So it'll be the shortstop Candace Zollers leading things off here for the captains. As the clouds are starting to take over the sun here over the battleground. As we're just about set with Zoller stepping into the box. There's a little bit of housekeeping as there's a water bottle out on the field. That's taken care of. We are set for action here from the battleground. First pitch on the way. Outside, called ball 1. The 1-0 offering to Zollers on the way. Slapped that and hit out into the left. Over the head of Asalanis, it'll be for a leadoff double. So Zollers on board with a double to start things off. And that'll bring up Megan Jones. Jones playing center field here in game 1 for Christopher Newport. This is not the start you wanted from Mary Washington. This Ottoman giving up a lead-off double. So runner on second. And now Jones up at the plate. First pitch called, strike 1. The 0-1 to Jones. Bunted down at third base. Seitz having troubles with that one. So credit Jones with the single as Seitz had troubles with that one. Zollers will advance to third on the play. So just like that, the Captains have 2 in scoring position with none out here in the top of the first. That brings up McLaughlin. McLaughlin playing right field for the Captains. Zollers on third and Jones on second. First pitch to her on the way, swung on and belted to left field. Asalanis back, she's under it for out number 1, but the runners will tag and move up. Captains take an early 1-0 lead. So 1-0 early here for CNU. That brings up Carly Holzbach. Carly in the cleanup spot playing catcher here in game 1. First pitch to her in there, strike 1. One away here, top of the first. Captains already ahead 1-0. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off towards the dugout. And Otterman works ahead 0-2. As the sun is shining and the rain is falling. Yeah, that is rain in your picture coming down. As Holzbach fouls that one off, count stays 0-2. Now to Holzbach. Pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. One-two offering from Otterman outside. Count evens up 2-2. Two pitch swung on and hit, but foul. So one away here, top of the first. One run already across for the Captains. Two pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off down the left field line. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 on Holzbach. 2 down now is Taylor Dillow. Dillow, the designated player here for the Captains. A runner on third and 2 away. First pitch to Dillow outside, ball 1. Pitch popped in the shallow right field. Chisholm under it for the third out. Captains get 1. They lead it 1-0. Eagles coming up to bat. So we're back here, bottom of the first. Captain's leading at 1-0. And Kate Chisholm, the right fielder, will lead things off here for the Eagles. Chisholm, Chitty, and Seitz due up here in the bottom of the first. This Michaela Jenkins is in the circle for CNU. The lefty delivers a ball to Chisholm. Chisholm now ahead 2-0. Pitch in there, called strike one. The 2-1 pitch is in there for a ball. It's 3-1. The Chisholm fouled off the right side. The count runs full. Three-two offering swung on and again fouled off down the right side. Two pitch taken low, and Chisholm's aboard with the leadoff walk. So Chisholm draws the leadoff walk, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Barit Chitty. Chitty drops a bunt down, the pitcher up with it. As the throw brought her off the bag. And an error on the pitcher there as a throw high brought the second baseman off the bag. So now Coach Keith Parr will go out and try to get the exact ruling there. As it did appear that Chisholm was underneath before she got her foot down on the bag. And now they'll confer with the home plate umpire to make sure the call is right. Get the call and everything cleared away. Brittany Seitz, third baseman, steps up to the plate. The pair of Eagles on. Seitz, first pitch swinging. Fouls it off.
2-2-0. 2-2-0.
Eagles trailing 1-0. The 1 pitch to Seitz is low, ball one.
0-4-1. 0-4-1.
One pitch swung on and hit the third. Shortstop covering third will get the out. And the lead runner. So one away now. Chitty moves up to second. Sights on first after the fielder's choice. Anna Otterman up at the plate. As Otterman watches strike one.
2-4-4.
Emily Briggs on deck for the Eagles. So they trail at 1-0 here early. 0-1 pitch called, strike two. Oh, 2 pitch misses low, ball one. Swung on and fouled off the left side, just in front of the captain's dugout. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit to second. Throw on to second is in time for out number 2. So that brings up Briggs with 2 away here in the first. Briggs playing first base for the Eagles here this afternoon. Pitch on the way is called, strike one. Pitch taken up high, keeping the count up at 1-1. One pitch misses low, ball 2. Otterman on first. Chitty on third, 2 away here, bottom of the first. Pitch. Called to the knees, strike 2. Two count to Briggs, 2 away. Up high, gets away from the catcher. Chitty comes from third and will score. Otterman will be called out at third, trying to advance. But the Eagles do get one, as it's tied up now 1-1, headed to the top of the second. And we're back here, about to start top of the second. Game tied at 1. Both teams cashing in on some runs in the first inning. And Torrey Clark, second baseman, will lead off here for the Captains. 6, 7, 8 due up for CNU. As Otterman comes, sets, and delivers. Called strike 1. Captains getting their run after a leadoff double by Zollers. A sac fly by McLaughlin, bringing her in. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch swung on, grabbed out of the air by Seitz on to Briggs for out number 1. Jenna Sprinkle, the first baseman, steps up to the plate with 1 away here in the second. First pitch swinging. Fires that one into center field for a 1-out single. So Alexis Pope now with 1 on and 1 away, playing third base here in the 8 hole for the Captains. First pitch is taken, ball 1. No pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. One pitch, low, ball 2. And Tara snaps that throw back to first. Sprinkle back in plenty of time. 2-1 offering from Otterman, inside, ball 3. And that one taken low for ball 4. As the Captains have 2 aboard, with only 1 out. Left fielder Rachel Shiflett, the number 9 batter for the Captains, comes up. Sprinkle on second after a single. Pope on first after the most recent walk. First pitch called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is outside, even to count up at 1-1. Shiflett shows a bunt but pulls back. Count is 2-1. 1 away, top of the second. Tie ball game, 1 apiece. Each team getting a run in their half of the first. Pitch on the way, slapped at Caught out of the air by Chitty. She applies the tag. She gets the double play. So we're tied at 1 going to the bottom of the second. And we're back. Start the bottom of the second. Eagles and captains tied at 1 apiece, and Emily Briggs will step back in to the box. Briggs will get a second chance here at her first at bat after Otterman was tagged out at third after the wild pitch that scored Chitty. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Another 1 pitch taken low, ball 1. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Eagles here in the second. Asalanis on deck, Tara behind her. 1-1 pitch fouled, strike 2. Pitch fouled off and Briggs stays alive. One-two pitch on the way. Called strike 3. So Briggs down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That brings up Asalanis, playing left field here in game 1. And the first pitch, Steph, is fouled off and out of play. Oh, 1 pitch. Inside, called, strike 2. Wind blowing out to center field here at the battleground. On a partly cloudy day, the 0-2 pitch popped up. And it's dropped there by Zollers. And Asalanis is on board after the error. Catcher Tatar up at the plate with Asalanis on first. First pitch swinging, hits it towards short. Zoller's up with it on to first in time for out number 1. It's 2 away here in the bottom of the second, and Hannah Williams, the center fielder, steps up. Runner in scoring position as the Eagles can take the lead here on 1 swing of the bat. First pitch swinging, she fouls it into the glove of Holzbach for strike number one. Bunt popped up into the air, grabbed by Pope as we remain tied 1-1 going to the third. Back now, top of the third. Captains and Eagles tied at 1. As both teams getting a run in the first. Captains came in to the contest here, ranked number 14 overall in the nation. 7-1 in conference play. So back to the top with the Zollers. Zollers led off the game with a double and would later score on the McLaughlin sac fly. First pitch to her is slapped into left field. She's on board with yet another leadoff hit. So Zollers on board. Jones up at the plate. That's called strike one. And that one's called ball one. One pitch to Jones, and it hit her. So now that brings up McLaughlin. So McLaughlin up now, no outs, top of the third, 2 runners on. So the Captains look to break this 1-1 tie. First pitch to her, swung on and chopped to third. Sights up with it, we'll step on third and get the lead runner for out number 1. So that brings up Holzbach. Holzbach struck out swinging her first time up. First pitch to her, swinging, pops it straight up. Chitty under it for out number 2. So that brings up Dillo. Dillo flew out to Chisholm out and right to end the first. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch to Dillo on the way. Swung on and popped up the left field this time. Masalanis under it for out number 3. So the Eagles get the first 2 on. Strand Captain strand them on base as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. And we're back here bottom of the 3rd. Zoe Patrick leading things off for the Eagles. They'll have 9-1-2 up. Chisholm on deck and Chitty behind her. First pitch to Zoe and that ball 1. Pitch in there for strike 1. One pitch fouled straight back, strike 2. One-two pitch to Patrick. Swung on and hit the second. Up with it and just beats Patrick to the bag for out number 1. Brings up Chisholm with 1 out here in the 3rd. Chisholm first pitch swinging, fouls it off, strike 1. Eagles still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Got her on a couple fielders' choice back in the 1st and a wild pitch. As that one hits Chisholm in the back, she'll sprint her way down the 1st to bring up Chitty. That brings up Barit Chitty. Chitty grounded to a fielder's choice, scored the only run for the Eagles so far today. Sights on deck, pitch to Chitty. In there for strike 1.
Hey, shoot early, shoot early. Come on, 2, right here, 2.
Oh, 1 pitch to Chitty, swung on and missed, strike 2.
Stay on it, 2, stay on it, 2.
0-2 pitch, called ball 1. So it'll be ball 1. It'll be 1-2 as Chisholm moves up on the wild pitch. So now a runner in scoring position for the Eagles with 1 away. Pitch is low, ball 2. Chitty swings, nice grab there by the pitcher on the first for out number 2. And that brings up Brittany Seitz. So Seitz up with 2 away, and Chisholm on third. 1 swing of the bat, give the Eagles the lead. First pitch to Brittany, swung on and popped up. And that'll do it for the Eagles in the third. We're still tied 1-1. Leading off for the captains, top of the 4th, a 1-1 tie. 17, Tori Clark. Clark grounded out to Seitz her last time up. First pitch to her, swung on and fouled out of play into the bleachers. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is taken, ball 1. Pitch is taken low, ball 2. Two on the Clark, swung on and popped to short. Chitty under it for out number 1. Brings up Jenna Sprinkle. Sprinkle singled her last time up. The first pitch to her is low, ball 1. Pitch on the way, inside, ball 1. 2-0 count now to Sprinkle. One away, top of the fourth. And a delay called. So it'll be ball 3. 3-0. As Ottoman called for a delay. 3-0 in there, strike one. Pitch, Sprinkle took off. She was gonna get the walk. It's called a strike to even the count, make the count full, 3-2. So Ottoman working back from a 3-0 count. A payoff pitch from Ottoman. Inside, now it'll be ball 4. And that'll bring up number 12, Alexis Pope, with one away. Pope walked her first at bat. First pitch to Pope, inside, ball 1. 1-0 count to Pope. Pitch on the way. Taken outside for ball 2. Two-0 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hit the short. Chitty up with it. Over to second in time for out number 2. So 2 away now, Shiflett up. And Shiflett lined out to Chitty her last time up. 2 away, 1 on. Slap down the third base line and foul, strike 1. Called for a ball and the throw down not in time. As Pope's back. Top of the order, Zoller's on deck. 1-1 pitch, slapped at, but hit foul. So Ottoman now ahead 1-2. 2 away and 1 on here in the 4th. As the clouds are rolling over the stadium here. And swung on and missed for the 3rd out. And that'll do it. Ottoman gets the strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 4th.
base runner right now. Right now. Need a base runner right now.
And we are back now. Bottom of the fourth with Otterman
Be ready to run it.
leading things off.
Here we go, Nine. Let's get you on, girl. Find something you can try.
So Otterman hitting to a fielder's choice back in the first. Four, five, six, two up here for the Eagles. Otterman, Briggs, and Asalanis. First pitch to Hannah, taken low, ball one.
Come on, Nine. Get that bad head. Pop that bad head, Nine.
1-0 pitch.
All right, here we go, Nine.
Called with the knees, strike one.
Let's go, Nine. Hey, make it happen, Nine. Make it happen, Nine.
1-1 swung on, hit back to the pitcher. Up with it to third for out number one. Brings up Emily Briggs. Struck out looking her first time up.
Come on, Briggs. Make an adjustment, kid. Here we go.
First pitch swinging. She fouls it off. Strike one. One away, bottom of the fourth, a 1-1 tie here at the Battleground. And the 0-1 pitch to Briggs swung on and hit into right field for a base hit. So the Eagles get their first hit of the ball game in the form of a single from Emily Briggs. That brings up Asalanis. Steph reached on an error back in the second. First pitch to her in there, strike one. So the Eagles breaking through, getting their first hit off that Briggs single. And the 0-1 now to Asalanis. Swung on and hit back to the pitcher. Throw on to first is in time for the second out. So that brings up to Tara. Olivia 0 for 1 with a ground out. As Briggs is on second. 2 away, first pitch. Low, ball one. The 1-0 to Tara. Up high, ball two. As Briggs moves up to third there on that pass ball. So now the go-ahead run on third, 2 away, bottom of the fourth. 2-0 pitch swung on and fouled straight back, strike one. 2-1 count to Tara. Pitch is low, ball three. So Tara ahead in the count, 3-1, 2 outs. Pitch is low and taken for ball four. That brings up Williams with 2 outs, 2 on for the Eagles. Williams popped out to third base. Back in the second. Williams' first pitch swinging, gets it to short. up with it on to second in time, and that'll end the inning.
Hey, we're getting close, guys. Stay up. Stay up, ladies. We're getting
So we head to the top of the fifth. Game tied 1-1. We're back now, top of the fifth with scheduled 7 here from the battleground. And Candace Zollers leads things off for the captains. One tie, Eagles and captains. Each getting a run back in the first. We've been scoreless ever since. First pitch to Zollers on the way, low, ball 1. Zollers 2 for 2 in the game with a double and a single. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and chopped towards first. Picked up in foul ground for strike 1. One pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. So Otterman settled down quite nicely after that sporadic first inning, which she gave up the run after a pair of leadoff hits. 1-2 pitch is low, and even the count up at 2-2. Two pitch to Zollers on the way. Up high, ball 3. Full count now to Zollers and the payoff pitch from Otterman. Slapped that, picked up by Otterman on the first for out number 1. That brings up Megan Jones. Jones was hit by a pitcher last time up and singled back in the first. First pitch to her is high and outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch from Otterman on the way. Swung on and fouled off for strike 1. One out, top of the fifth. 1-1 count. Pitch is low, ball 2. 2-1 pitch on the way. Outside. Now Otterman falls behind 3-1. Three-one pitch from Otterman. Swung on and hit into the gap and left. Asalanis will be up with it as Jones is in there with a double. So Jones on second, McLaughlin up at the plate. She flew out and hit into a fielder's choice here today. 1 out, 1 aboard for the Captains in the 5th. First pitch swung on and hit into right field. Jones around third, Chisholm up with it, not in time as the Captains take a 2-1 lead. That brings up Holzbach as McLaughlin breaks this tie with an RBI single, scoring Jones. 1 away, top of the 5th. First pitch to Holzbach, outside, ball 1. Holzbach lays down the bunt. It's picked up by Seitz. Foul for strike 1. As the clouds break away and the sun shining now over the field. Other Eagles action to update you on here today. Baseball tied with Southern Virginia 5-5, top of the 3rd. As the 1-1 is taken high, ball 2. Eagles and Knights set for 1 game out there in Buena Vista. As the women's lacrosse takes on St. Mary's here today. That game just underway out in Maryland. So that pitch is taken for a ball. Throw down to second. And Tatara gets the out. So 2 outs now. And the 3-1 count. Here to Holzbach. Pitch on the way, swung on and belted into center field. So Holzbach on with a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Dillo. So Dillo up 0 for 2 on the day, flew out to right and left field. Pitch swung on and hit down the right field line to a drop for a hit. Holzbach to third. Throw got her out at third. Looked like she might have slid underneath the tag. That'll be the 3rd out. So the Captains take the lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th here from Battleground. CNU leads Mary Wash 2-1. Captain's getting the go-ahead run in their half of the 5th. And Zoe Patrick will lead things off as the Eagles go 9-1-2.
We gotta get focused. We gotta get hits, right? Let's go.
Patrick go for 1, grounded out to second her last time up. Kate Chisholm on deck, Barit Chitty behind her. First pitch to Zoe's up high, ball 1. One-0 hit right back to the pitcher. Jenkins up with it on to first for out number 1. So that brings up Chisholm. His first pitch to her is fouled off, strike 1. Chisholm hit by a pitch back in the 3rd and walked to lead off the game. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on, popped up. As Holzbach couldn't get out of her stance in time to catch that one, and it's 0-2.
Keep working. You know what to do, kid. You know what to do, 1-8. Two strikes.
0-2 pitch, low, ball 1. Update on Mary Washington women's lacrosse out at St. Mary's. St. Mary's leading the Eagles 2-1 early in the first half. 1-2 pitch, fouled away. Chisholm stays alive. Corinne Whitaker getting the goal for the Eagles out at St. Mary's. As men's lacrosse takes on Christopher Newport tonight at 7 as Chisholm fouls that one off. One-two count to Chisholm, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. CNU leading 2-1. Pitch fouled off, count stays at 1-2. Barit Chitty on deck, 1-2 count to Chisholm. Pitch as she watches strike 3 for the second out of the inning. So Chitty hit to a fielder's choice back in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. First pitch to her is taken, ball 1. 1-0 count, the Barit pitch on the way. In there, strike 1. Swung on, hit to short. Throw on to first is in time for the 3rd out. As we head to the top of the 6th, Captain's leading it 2-1. Top of the 6th here, Mary Washington. Captains leading it 2-1. Captains have 2 runs on 8 hits, but have the 2 errors, keeping the Eagles in the ballgame. Eagles have their 1 run on only 1 hit. As Tori Clark leads things off for CNU. Clark, Sprinkle, and Pope due up here in the 6th. First pitch to Clark is in there, ball 1. Captains tied atop the Capital Athletic Conference standings with Salisbury, both at 7-1. Pitch swung on and fouled off, even the count at 1-1. Eagles sit at 4th. In the conference with a 4-2 overall record. A big series here against the Captains this afternoon. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit towards third, but foul. Eagles still have Capital Athletic Conference matches with Penn State Harrisburg tomorrow, and then Salisbury away on Saturday, as that one's popped up to Briggs. She gets it for out number 1. Jenna Sprinkle up now. Singled and walked in her only plate appearances here this afternoon. One away, top of the 6th. Captains lead it 2-1. Pitch swung on, hit the sights at third. Sights up with it on to Briggs for the 2nd out. So that brings up Pope. Pope walked and hit into a fielder's choice this afternoon. First pitch to Pope on the way, low, and gets past Tara. Ball 1. Is up high, ball 2. Swung on back to Otterman, up with it, on to Briggs for first. The Captains go down 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. CNU leads it 2-1. Back now, bottom of the 6th. Captains lead at 2-1. Eagles only mustering 1 hit so far in the ball game. As Seitz, Otterman, and Briggs are due up here on a sunny, warm day in Fredericksburg. First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Jenkins has been solid all day, only allowing the 1 hit. Pitch swung on and hit in the center. And Seitz is aboard with the lead-off single. So that'll bring up Otterman. Otterman, a ground-out victim her last time up to the pitcher. Seitz on first, none away, bottom of the 6th. And lays a bunt down. Jenkins up with it.
That's a great spot.
On to first, and that'll move Seitz up the 2nd, 1 away. So Briggs up. Singled her last time up and struck out today. With Seitz on first. And Briggs watches that one low, ball 1. Seitz the tying run, Briggs the go-ahead here in the 6th. As the Eagles are running out of opportunities to get this thing tied up. Takes that one at the knees, strike 1. One pitch swung on, hit up the middle. Seitz will around third, and she'll score as the ball gets away from Holzbach, and Briggs round second, on her way to third. She'll be in there as this game is tied up. So credit Briggs with the single and advancing. As number 5, Taylor Bass, come up to pinch hit here. So Taylor Bass will hit here in place of Asalanis. As go-ahead run is on third in the form of Briggs, here with 1 away in the 6th. And what a big win this would be for the Eagles as they look to maybe move up a spot in the CAC standings and pick up a huge win over a nationally ranked team. Pitch on the way in there, strike 1. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, strike 2. So Bass in a big spot here, go ahead run on third, 1 away in the 6th. Tatara on deck behind her. Pitch taken up high, ball 1. And Bass fouls that one off. into the stands, stay alive, 1-2. Pitch just misses the corner. As it looked good from this angle. It's called the ball, 2-2. Everyone in the stadium, including Coach Conway, thought that would be strike 3. Bass puts a charge into it, the second. It will be taken on there to first for out number 2. So that brings up Olivia Tatara with 2 away. Tatara up now, 1 already across for the Eagles in the 6th. Go ahead on 3rd.
60 feet away, let's go!
As the Eagle bench up and at him now. Tatara fouls that one off for strike 1. Williams on deck. Should Tatara get on? Eagles and captains deadlock now at 2. Pitch swung on and popped up. Jenkins calls for it and grabs it. Not before the Eagles tie it up with the top of the 7th, tied at 2. Back here now, top of the 7th. Game tied at 2. Eagle tying run. Last inning. Had the winning run 60 feet away. But Tatara popped up to Jenkins to end the inning. So Rachel Shiflett lead things off for CNU. 9-1-2 due up. Last inning. Shiflett slaps one down. Otterman there for out number 1. So that brings up Zollers. 1 away, top 7. Takes that first pitch. Ball 1. So that one finds the dirt, ball 2. Otterman just giving up 2 runs on 8 hits today, another good outing for the junior. 2-0 pitch, slapped up in the air. But will drop between Seitz and Tatar, strike one. Pitch slapped out, charged by Otterman, up with it, and she'll throw it away. And Zollers will get on base. And the go-ahead run is 2 bases away. Brings up Megan Jones, one away, top of the 7th. Go-ahead run on second in the form of Zollers. First pitch on the way, called, strike one. Pitch slapped at. Otterman can't pick it up, and it'll be a base hit. So now the go-ahead run is just 60 feet away, and the Captains have runners on the corners. While we have a minute, we'll take time to thank our corporate partners: Virginia Lottery, Nike and BSN Sports, Northwestern Mutual, Union First Market Bank, University of Mary Washington Dining Services, Home Team Grill, Pacelli Pizza, Ultimate Subaru, Academy Bus Line, Myers Wagner Wealth Management, and the Hyatt Place Fredericksburg. Thank you for all your constant support of UMW Eagle Athletics. So that brings up McLaughlin. Go ahead run 60 feet away, 1 out, top of the 7th. First pitch to McLaughlin is low, ball 1. Zollers on third, Jones on first. Tie ball game. 1-0 pitch is low, ball 2. Runner from second goes, and she'll be in there at the stolen base. So 1 away now, 2 runners in scoring position for the Captains, and a 3-0 count to McLaughlin. She takes that outside, ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. We'll have a pinch hitter here for the Captains. It'll be number 22, Kelsey Lewis. So Lewis will hit in the place of Holzbach. So Lewis will come in. And she'll take over for Holzbach. One out, bases full of Captains, tie ball game, top of the 7th. Pitch from Otterman, taken, strike 1. Swung on in the shallow center. That'll drop in front of Williams. Throw to the plate. cut off by Otterman. As CNU gets a run and goes ahead. So the Captains go ahead 3-2. Here in the top of the 7th. And that brings up Dillo. So one away still in the top of the 7th. Captains lead it 3-2. First pitch from Otterman is low, ball 1. Captains 3 runs now on 10 hits. There's that one. In there, ball 2. Two and 0 to Dillo. Pitch is outside and it's ball 3. So Otterman struggling for some control here in the last inning. Falls behind 3-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Three-1 to Dillo, swung on and hit up the middle. 1 run will score as it gets past Williams. Another will score and the bases will clear. So 3 more runs. As it's now 6-2 and the Captains have blown it open. So Torrey Clark up now as takes the first pitch strike. As the Captains have blown it open 6-2. 4 runs here in the top of the 7th. Pitch hit to Patrick. Throw on to first in time as the runner holds for out number 2. So that brings up Sprinkle. Sprinkle 2 away. That was a hot shot through the legs of Sights. Sprinkle on her way to second with a stand-up double as another run comes across. So it's now 7-2 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Here's Alexis Pope. First pitch swinging, that one out of play, strike 1. So this was a tie ball game going into the top of this inning, and the Captains have blown the door off. Now lead at 7-2. As Otterman works ahead 0-2. 0-2 pitch is in there, ball one. One, two, swung on and fouled. Count remains 1-2. Seven to 2 Captains lead, top of the 7th. Eagles will have one last crack in the bottom half if they can get this final out. Ball chopped foul, count stays 1-2. Swung on and fouled again. As Pope stays alive, 1-2. Game one of a scheduled doubleheader between CNU and Mary Washington. 1-2 pitch from Otterman. Swung on and popped up. Briggs under it for the final out. Not before the Captains get 5 as they take the lead 7-2. Final bat for the Eagles coming up. As we're back to start bottom of the 7th, the Eagles trail at 7-2. As Williams, Patrick, and Chisholm due up here. CNU getting 5 runs in the top half of the 7th to break it wide open. Game was tied 1-1 after the first. Captains took the lead in the top half of the 5th, but the Eagles got it right back in the bottom of the 6th before the Captains broke it open last inning. First pitch to Williams in there, strike one. Williams swinging to short. Throw is in time for out number 1. And that brings up Zoe Patrick with 1 away. Patrick first pitch swinging, hard hit off the pitcher's glove, and she'll beat it out for a 1-out single. Patrick on first, 1 away, Chisholm at the dish. Chisholm hit by a pitch, walked and struck out today. First pitch swinging, lines out to first, up on the bag, and that'll end the ball game. Captains will take it 7-2. We'll have game 2 for you in just about a half hour. Zollers handling the shortstop duties again in game number 2. As Watts is set. And we are underway. Strike 1. First pitch at 5:10. Hit on the sights on the Briggs for out number 1. Jones up 1 away, top of the first. First pitch on the way into dirt, ball 1. Pitch is low, ball 2. Two-0 pitch is low. Watts falls behind. 3-0. Watts walks Jones on 4 straight pitches. Bringing up McLaughlin. So McLaughlin now up, 1 aboard and 1 away. Top of the first. Pitch is low in the dirt, ball 1. Nice stop there by Tatara. Quickly now, Watts behind, 2-0. Pitch is low, scampers her way to second. And Tatara will go out to try to calm down her pitcher. Eagles and captains here, not the only Mary Washington sporting events this afternoon. The women's lacrosse team in a barn burner at St. Mary's. St. Mary's leads it 8-7, 21:55 remaining in that one. An important game for the Eagles. Plenty of playoff implications. 3-0 pitch, then there's strike 1. Men's lacrosse getting underway at 7 o'clock from Christopher Newport. And That one swung on and driven to right center field. Will drop down. Jones round third. She'll score. And McLaughlin in there with a triple. So the Captains strike first. As they lead it 1-0 here early. And that'll bring up Lewis. Lewis came on and pinch hit in that 5-run 7th inning in game 1, and that first pitch is in there, ball 1. Ball swung on and hit the deep left field. That one's gonna be unplayable as it clears the fence for a solo. She put it over the left field porch to give the Captains a 3-0 lead. As now Coach Jacobs will go out, try to calm down her pitcher. Field. As Jacobs will be out there again, and there'll be a pitching change as Watts' day is done after 2/3. She gave up 3 on a couple of hits, and that'll bring in Erin Stinson. Stinson, the 5'9" freshman from Virginia Beach, will come on here, try to stop the bleeding as the Captains jump out ahead 3-0. Take this time to thank the corporate partners of UMW Athletics for all their support. The Virginia Lottery, Nike and BSN Sports, Northwestern Mutual, Union First Market Bank, the University of Mary Washington Dining Services, Home Team Grill, Vicelli Pizza, Ultimate Subaru, Academy Bus Line, Myers Wagner Wealth Management, and Hyatt Place Fredericksburg. Thank you for all your constant support of Eagle Athletics. So the Captains leading it 3-0 here, top of the first, 2 away. The most recent of those runs coming from a Taylor Dillow home run to left. As number 22, Erin Stinson, replaces Watts. Watts giving up 3 runs on 3 hits in 2/3 of an inning. And so now Tori Clark, playing second base here in game 2, steps into the batter's box. So 2 away, top of the first. Lots of action. The Eagles Athletics is the tennis center, being renamed and dedicated to former tennis coach Ed Hegman. That's taking place now over at the tennis courts as that one swung on and missed for strike 1. Pitch swung on and chopped up the middle, past the glove of Chitty, into center field for yet another hit. That'll bring up Pope. So Pope now with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch to her in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Pitch outside, ball 2. Pitch swung on, hit the Chitty at short, up with it to Seitz, and that'll end the inning, but not before CNU gets 3 in the top half of the first. Eagles coming to bat. Back now, bottom of the first. Chisholm will lead things off for the Eagles. Chisholm playing right field here in game number 2. She'll be followed by Bree Chitty. Seitz hitting third, Briggs in the cleanup spot. Erica Falvey will hit 5th, and Grace Henry in the 6th hole with Tatara behind her. Bass and Williams rounding out the Eagle lineup. First pitch to Kate in there, strike 1. Chisholm hits at the third, throw on the first in time for out number 1. So Chitty now up. As Krista Lewis is in the circle for the captains here in game 2. First pitch to Burrito is in there for strike 1. Pitch swung on, hit to short. Zoller is up with it on the first in time, out number 2. Sights up now, 2 outs, bottom of the first. First pitch swinging. Strike 1. As an excuse me swing there by Sights. Lewis is up with it for the 3rd out. Eagles go down in order to the bottom of the first. We have the top of the second. CNU leads at 3-0. Back now, top of the second. Who do up here, top of the second. Shiflett and Zollers and Jones. So Stinson ahead now, 1-2. Pitch low, nice stop by Tatar to even the count up 2-2. Pitch slapped back to Stinson, up with it. In time for out number 1. Back to the top of the order with Zollers, 0 for 1 with a ground out. And she watches strike 1 come across. Oh, 1 bounced in front of the plate, ball 1. That one low, ball 2. Stinson falls behind, 2-1. 2-1 in there, strike 2. Eagles and Captains, game 2 of a doubleheader here on umweagles.com/live. Captains took game 1 7-2. As that's in there for ball 4. Zollers is aboard. So 1 away, Zollers on first. And that brings up Jones. That's ball 1. Jones walked and would later score on a triple by McLaughlin back in the first. And in their ball 2. 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3. So Stinson now behind 3-0 with 1 away here in the second. Pitch in there, strike 1. Three-one count to Jones. Pitch from Stinson. Low. It's ball 4. So that brings up McLaughlin with 1 away here in the second. So McLaughlin with 2 captains on base. Top of the second, looking to add on to the lead. And that one outside, ball 1. That one swung on and fouled off the left field line, even the count at 1-1. McLaughlin drove in Jones back in the first off a triple. She would later score on the sac fly by Kelsey Lewis. In the zone here early. As the Eagles are already in a 3-0. On the 1-out single by McLaughlin here early with 1 away. Up. Away low in the dirt. Nice stop by Tatara to keep the runners at bay. As Coach Jacobs comes out now, trying to calm down Stinson. Eagle pitching staff struggling here early as they trail at 4-0. Update, Southern Virginia. Mary Washington baseball leads at 12-5, top of the 8th, as they broke that one open down there. The women's lacrosse score update for you. Mary Washington exploding now, leading 14-9, 10 minutes remaining in that contest there at St. Mary's. What's a big game for the Eagles is St. Mary's undefeated in conference play. That'll help boost the Eagles in the standings. They're currently in 4th.
Come on, Cows, Charlie, kid.
2-0 now to Lewis. Pitch. Low, and it's 3-0. Pitch in there, strike 1. Three-one in there, and Stinson works back. Count is full, 3-2. Runners go as that one's called ball 4. So bases loaded, and that brings up Dillo. Dillo went yard back in the first to left, so Stinson's got to be careful here as the bases are loaded. The captains could break this thing open. First pitch is high, ball 1. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Stinson doesn't want to make a mistake as Dillo already hit one out of the park. Pitch fouled off the left side. Stinson works ahead 1-2. One out, top of the second. CNU leads 4-0. Pitch swung on, stays alive, 1-2. Jones on third, McLaughlin on second, Lewis on first. Captain base runners. Dillo faces this 1-2 count. Ball low, even the count 2-2. Pitch. In there, got her looking. Great pinch by Stinson, freezes Dillo, and now there's 2 away. So sprinkle up now, base is still loaded, 2 away. Pitch. In there, strike 1. Quickly now, Stinson ahead, 0-2. Pitch. Low and away, ball 1. That one fouled off and it remains 1-2. Pitch swung on and fouled off again down the left side. One-two pitch, swung on and belted to left. And not able to get there in time. Is Bass, as the runners will trot back their bases. Ball low, and the count evens up at 2-2. Good at bat here by Sprinkle. She's fouled off a couple pitches, stay alive, and now works back to 2-2. Pitch in there, strike 3, got her lucky. So Stinson strikes out 2 back-to-back with the bases loaded. Eagles go to the bottom of the second, trailing 4-0.
So Briggs to lead things off here, bottom of the second. As the Eagles were set down in order 1, 2, 3 in the first. Captains lead it 4-0. 3 runs in the first and 1 last inning. Pitch. Just outside, ball 1. Falvey on deck, Henry behind her. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up to short. Zollers under it for the first out. Falvey now up. Designated player in game 2. Watches strike 1. Eagles looking for their first hit of the ball game as she puts that one to third. Throw on with the single. Defensive change for Coach Conway and the Eagles. Brianna Degata now behind the plate, placing Tatara. Senior out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, played her high school ball at Southwestern. First pitch swinging on the short. Chitty up with it in time for out number 1. Bring up Pope, 1 away. Pope grounded to a fielder's choice. As that one's in there, strike 1. Pitch is low, ball 1. One pitch is taken outside, ball 2. Pitch in the dirt. It's 3-1. Count to Pope. Pitch swung on and hit toward. She watches that, ball 1. Pitch slapped that and hit foul. Strike 1. One-two count to Shiflett. Stinson gets her sign, in comes set, pitch up high, ball 2. Pitch on the way, outside, the count runs full, 3-2. Zollers on deck, should Shiflett get on. Pitch slapped that through the hole and left. So a 2-out single for Shiflett will bring up Zollers. Shiflett aboard with a 2-out single. And now Zollers. Pitch, slapped that and chopped foul. Strike one. Number 25, Ashton Ferniehow, will come on in relief of Stinson. So already the third pitcher used by Coach Conway here. We're not even through 3 innings. Ferniehow, 5'10" sophomore from Charlottesville, Virginia. Ashton has appeared in 4 games, starting 2 of them, going 0 for 2 in 10 innings pitched. So Ferniehow is now ready. There's 2 on with 2 outs here in the top half of the third. And Megan Jones will step up to the plate for the Captains.
Number 5, Megan Jones.
First pitch from Ashton is low in the dirt. Skips away from Degata, and the runners will move up 60 feet. No pitch in there, strike one. Captains lead it 4-0, and threatening with 2 in scoring position here in the third. Pitch offered the bunt. Couldn't connect, strike 2. Pitch on the way, low, ball 2. McLaughlin on deck. As that one slapped that and hit the Ferniehow. Throw home. Not in time as a run will score. And that'll bring up McLaughlin.
Hey, come on now!
As McLaughlin hits that one to Chitty, up with it. In time, out number 3. Captains do get another one as they lead at 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. So Gata up now for the Eagles. So it'll be 7-8-9 with Bass and Hannah Williams. Also due up this inning. Gata came in last inning for Tatara. And the first pitch, outside ball 1. Swung on and fouled back. Count evens at 1-1. 5-0 Captain lead. Here from the battleground. Pitch on the way, swung on and again fouled out of play. One-two count to Gata. Swung on, line, hot shot to third, but caught for out number 1. Left fielder number 5, Taylor Bass. Brings up left fielder Taylor Bass as the Eagles still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Lewis throws that one right by strike 1. Pitch swung on and hit foul. And Bass behind 0-2.
Guys, we need balls. Not a new one, guys.
As the umpire is in need of some game balls.
Aaron, what is that right there?
He returns from the Eagle dugout.
Richie.
And a 0-2 count, the Bass one away here, bottom of the third. Captains lead at 5-0 on 7 hits. Eagles still without a hit. Pitch. Just misses ball 1.
You get back. Let's go change up on that.
One-two pitch, slap that and hit right back to Lewis on to first for out number 2. Williams up now, 2 outs. The number 9 hitter for the Eagles in game 2. Pitch. Low ball 1. Swung on, hit foul towards the dugout. On the left side, strike 1. Pitch on the way, swung on, and again, chop foul down the left side. Count goes to 1-2. Lewis comes set the 1-2 to Williams. Swung on and hit the left. Slicing foul. Head out of play.
And keep battling, Three. Keep battling.
The 1-2 to Williams on the way. Just misses outside, ball 2. Lewis set ball in the dirt. Williams held up. And the count runs full 3-2. Two to Williams, swung on and popped up shallow left. 3 converge, and it's the left fielder coming out with it for the final out. Eagles go down again in order at the top of the 4th. CNU leads 5-0. We're back now, top of the 4th of the scheduled 7. Captains lead at 5-0. 3 runs in the first and 1, both the second and third innings. Fernie Howe on in the circle as she throws strike 1. Kelsey Lewis lead off for the Captains. Has a fly out and a walk so far today. Swung on, hit the sights at third. She's up with it on to Briggs for out number 1. So quickly now, 1 away here in the top half of the 4th, and Taylor Dillo steps up. Dillo, strikeout victim her last time up. Had the big home run in the first to left. Pitch. Low, ball 1. And Jenna Sprinkle on deck for the Captains here in the 4th. Pitch. Again, just missing ball 2. Just joined us, CNU won game 1 7-2. That one again is low, 3-0. Game went back and forth until the top of that 7th inning. CNU put up a 5 spot to win 7-2. 3-0 pitch in there, strike 1. Swung on and hammered to left center. Will get all the way to the fence as Dilla will be in there with a stand-up double. So Dilla on second, 1 away. That'll bring up Sprinkle. So 1 on, 1 out, and Sprinkle at the dish. Pitch swung on and hit the second. Henry up with it on the first for the out as Dillo advances to third. Tori Clark up now for C&U. Clark 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out as she watches ball 1. Pitch swung on, hit underneath the glove of Henry, and that'll be an error on Grace as the run comes in to score. So Pope up now as she checks her swing to Chitty, up with it. And on to first for out number 3. But not before the Captains get yet another run. They lead at 6-0 going to the bottom half of the 4th. Chisholm will lead things off for the Eagles in the 4th, still searching for that hit as they trail at 6-0. Chisholm grounded out the 3rd to lead off the game. Pitch. In there, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is fouled off. Chisholm falls behind 0-2. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Swung on and popped up. Caught there by Lewis for out number 1. Number 2, Chitty. Brings up Chitty 1 out, bottom of the 4th. As the Eagles desperately looking to get something started. First pitch swinging and fouls it out of play behind the plate. Pitch swung on and again fouled straight back, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off towards the captain dugout. Chitty behind, 0-2, 1 out. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. One-two pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Quickly now 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, and that brings up Seitz. Seitz 0 for 1, grounded out, back to Lewis to end the 1st. Pitch is low, ball 1. Seitz puts a charge to that one, but foul. One pitch to Seitz, swung on and missed. She falls behind 1-2. One-two pitch fouled away, and Seitz stays alive.
What a battle, 3. What a battle, 1-3.
Pitch swung on and hit the shallow center. And a great grab there by the center fielder to end the inning, as the Eagles remain hitless as we head to the top of the 5th. Captains lead at 6-0. Top of the 5th, Captains lead at 6-0, and Rachel Shiflett will lead things off. Shiflett 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. She chops this one to short. Chitty can't control it, and she'll be on board with the leadoff single. Zollers now with Shiflett aboard. First pitch to her. Inside, ball 1. As that one hit the Zollers, so she'll be aboard. It's the first two get on for the Captains. So Megan Jones up. And she bunts that one foul for strike 1. Jones with a pair of walks and a run scored in today's ball game. She watches that one, ball 1. McLaughlin on deck. Kelsey Lewis behind her. Top of the 5th. Eagles trail 6-0. Swing, and that one's in the left center. As they'll hold Shiflett up at 3rd. And the bases are loaded here to start the 5th. So McLaughlin aboard here with the bases loaded. Swings and pops that one up into foul ground. As it'll drop foul for strike 1. Captain's on the verge of breaking this open. Taken for ball 1. That one chopped and will roll foul, strike 2. Count to McLaughlin, bases loaded. Breaking ball right back to Fernie Howe. She throws home to get the lead runner for out number 1. One away now. Lewis at the dish. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. She also walked. As that one called foul ball, strike 1. One away, top of the 5th. Captains with the bases loaded. Pitch in there, strike 1. They called time before that pitch could get there, so it's 0-1 still to Lewis. Pitch swung on and hit foul. Now it'll be 0-2.
Come on, Kels.
and Lewis stays alive, 0-2. So that one called ball. Now the count runs to 1-2.
Come on, kid.
1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off again. Final score for you from baseball. Eagles win 15-5 against Southern Virginia as they head into Saturday's doubleheader against Marymount, the final games of the regular season. That one swung on and missed for out number 2. So Dillo up now as Captain still have the bases loaded now with 2 outs. The final from women's lacrosse, Mary Washington, the 15-11 win over St. Mary's. As that one's fouled off, strike 1. Men's lacrosse still yet to start. They start at 7 down, Christopher Newport. As that one's taken ball 1. The count runs now to 2-1 on Dillo. Pitch swung on and popped up in the foul ground. Briggs under it for the 3rd out. So Captain Strand, the base is loaded. Head to the bottom half of the 5th. Eagles trail 6-0. Number 7, Emily Briggs. Back from the bottom of the 5th, Eagles trail at 6-0, and Emily Briggs will lead things off. Briggs popped up to the shortstop, first time up, as the Eagles are still searching for their first hit. Briggs watches that one for ball 1. Falvey on deck, Henry behind her. Are the hitters due up for the Eagles? The 1-0, low, ball 2. Count to Briggs. Pitch on the way from Lewis. Low, ball 3. Lewis throws the 3-0 and pitch. And there's strike one. In there, and the count runs full, 3-2. That one chopped back to Lewis, up with it to first. The first out of the inning. So now it's Falvey as the Eagles still look for their first hit, first base runner of the game. Falvey grounded out the third, her first time up in the second. First pitch swinging and fouls it off. Strike one. And Falvey quickly falls behind 0-2. Two pitches in there, ball one. As Falvey goes down on strikes for the second out. So Henry now up. Flew out to right field her first time up. As there's two away here in the fifth. First pitch. Henry watches strike one. Oh, one pitch is low, ball one. One chopped foul down third base. Strike two. 1-2 is taken outside. Count evens at 2-2. Pitch is low and the count runs full, 3-2. Two count to Henry. Payoff pitch from Lewis. Swung on in foul in fair ground.
Stay up, ladies.
And on the
Stay
first.
Up.
Final
Stay up.
out.
Keep talking, guys. Stay up.
As the Eagles fail to get a hit.
Here we go, ladies.
Through 5, Captains lead at 6-0. Back at the battleground, top of the 6th. Captains leading 6-0. And Jenna Sprinkle leading it off. Watches the ball one low. So the Eagles have not been able to find the bats here in game 2. They remain hitless through 5. Sprinkle watches strike 1. Sprinkle grounds it to Sights, up with it to Briggs for out number 1. Clark up 1 away, top of the 6th. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. On the way, swung on and hit in the center field. Clark has another hit. So one down here in the 6th, and Pope steps up to the plate. Pope laces that one towards the Eagle. Dug out for a long, strike 1. Oh, one's fouled out of play. And Ashton works ahead. 0-2. Breaking ball line to Sights on to first. Not in time. Just 2 outs now here in the 6th. First pitch to Shiflett. In there, strike 1. Shiflett 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a ground out. To her credit here in game 2. That one taken low, ball 2. Eagles and Captains, game 2 of a doubleheader. CNU won game 1 7-2 and now lead at 6-0 here in the nightcap. That ball slapped towards short. Chitty up with it on to first. Not in time. Shiflett will leg out a single. So 2 aboard, 2 gone in the 6th. Clark on second. Shiflett on first after back-to-back singles. Zoller's up now and watches ball 1. Zoller smacks that one down the first base line, but foul. One pitch on the way, slapped towards the plate, and it will roll foul. Strike 2. One-two count to Zollers. Clark on second, Shiflett on first in a 6-0 ball game. Pitch on the way, low, and the count evens 2-2. Sun's starting to set over the field here at the Battleground. There's a lot of fans sticking around to watch game 2 of this doubleheader. That one slapped up into the air and caught. So the Eagles escape unscathed, still trail at 6-0 and looking for their first hit. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Brianna DeGata to lead things off for the Eagles. She's 0 for 1 with the line out. As the Eagles have been set down in order each of the past 5 innings. First pitch to DeGata is low, ball 1. DeGata hits that one into left center. Center fielder under it for out number 1. Brings up Bass, ground out Victimer last time up. Pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Bass watches the 0-1 pitch go low for ball 1. As Bass swings through that one for strike 2. 1-2 count the Bass, 1 away already here in the Eagles' 6th. Pitch on the way, and Bass stays alive. Williams on deck as the Eagles are running out of time to put something together. Pitch swung on and hit to second. Up with it in time for the second out. Hannah Williams now up, 2 away. Williams flew out to the left. Her only at bat. Pitch swung on, missed, strike 1. And Williams quickly behind, 0-2. Williams watches ball 1. Eagles trailing 6-0. Game 2 of a doubleheader with CNU. One-two pitch, swung on and missed. And the Eagles remain without a hit here through 6. Head to the top of the 7th, CNU leading 6-0. Back here with the final inning at the Battleground, and Megan Jones leading things off for Christopher Newport. They lead it 6-0 as the Eagles have not had a hit here all afternoon. She watches ball 1. Krista Lewis has been nothing short of spectacular on the circle for the Captains as Jones smacks a leadoff single on the left. Brings up McLaughlin. She watches ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is in there, ball 2. As McLaughlin puts a charge into that one, but it goes foul. Two-one pitch popped up down the left field line, but will go out for strike 2. And Ashton rings her up as McLaughlin was looking for out number 1. Kelsey Lewis, the batter, 1 away. Hits the first pitch he sees, foul. Yes, that one is in the dirt for ball 1 as Jones will scamper to second with a stolen base. As Lewis nails that one in the center, Jones around second, she will score as Lewis will advance on the throw. As we'll have a substitution, Stephanie Condenzio come in to run second. And I'll bring up Dillo. Dillo up, 1 away. Captains extending their lead to 7-1. Pitch in there, strike 1. One in the dirt. As Denzio moves up to third on the pass ball. 1-1 count to Dillo. Runner on third, 1 away. Pitch in there, strike 2. One-two pitch swung on. Soft shot to first. Briggs up with it, second out. Sprinkle up 2 out, top of the 7th. 7-0 Captains lead. First pitch, low, ball 1. fouled off, and it's 1-1. Now is that one in the dirt, 2-1. Captains lead it 7-0. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Pitch on the way, in there, strike 2. Two to Sprinkle. Soft pop up to Chitty. She'll have it. And the Eagles go to the bottom of the 7th, trailing 7-0, looking for their first hit. Back now with the final half of the 7th. Eagles trail at 7-0. Still in search of their first hit. As Krista Lewis has been lights out in the circle for the Captains. Kate Chisholm 0 for 2, ground out and a pop out. As she swings through the first pitch, 0-1. One pitch in the dirt, even the count at 1-1.
Dead ball.
Chisholm got hit with the pitch, but she swung. So it'll be a strike, 1 and 2.
Did you hear that?
So a 1-2 count to Chisholm. As she hits that one right first baseman for the first out. Now at number 2, Marie Chitty. So 1 down and Chitty up. Chitty fouls that one. Strike 1. Sights on deck. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. Lewis is not allowed a base runner nor a hit in this game. Pitch on the way in the dirt, and Chitty works ahead 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit the second. Up with it in time, the first. As the Eagles are down to their last chance in sights. So 2 away as Sights the last gasp for Mary Washington. First pitch to Sights, and she holds up, ball 1. One 0 to Sights. That time she swung. Count evens at 1-1. Briggs on deck should Sights get on base. That one swung on, lined out to the shortstop, and that'll do it. As the Eagles fall 7-0 here in Game 2. Again, the Eagles back in action tomorrow at Penn State Harrisburg. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. And join us for all of our broadcasts here on umweagles.com/live, and we'll join you next time.